Gail and Andy, Tim Otting here. Welcome back to the show. We love having you guys on. Herring Realty LLC, everybody. Um, I'm sending the video because Gail said she wanted a video, and I was not about to disappoint. I will not, however, be doing any cat impressions, kittens with mittens, these types of things. I'm allergic to cats, frankly. Although I am going to see the new movie, Cats, um, under an assumed name. Anyway, so these don't come across as well as a actual proposal packet, but I am going to go through this email that I'm prepared for you guys and walk through a couple of these things real quick. Got to put my glasses on because this is extra small and I'm getting old and all that jazz. So good to see you guys, by the way. Even though we're not really seeing each other, you're seeing me, but I'm not seeing you. It seems unfair. Okay, let's talk about these things. Auto. We've talked about sort of the business use versus pleasure use, and so did a lot of homework. Talked to a few underwriters. Talked to some other agents. At the end of the day, the best move here, far and away, is the simplest move, thank goodness. And that is to just apply business use to both the vehicles, since both of them, as you were saying, can ebb and flow in terms of, are we using it for, you know, real estate purposes, or are we using it just to hang out with the grandkids? So business use, click of a button. It does drive like $79 roughly every 6 months. That's for both vehicles, okay? But you just green light this and boom, we'll put it on there, okay? And then all liabilities and umbrella applies whether you're driving a client to a home or, like I said, you're just out and about doing your everyday stuff, okay? So that's number one, far and away on the auto list. Number two, going through your email and saying, rental car coverage. I'm not a huge fan of this, of raising it up. You can certainly do it. It's another $25 per vehicle per 6 months. We set it at that $25 a day. We're contracted with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We can even access, collision centers that offer vehicles. You can certainly raise it up. It's totally up to you. But where we have it, it's $25, per day, up to $500 for a rental car. That's your call. Not a huge fan of tacking on more dollars and cents to you. Okay. And then on the comp and collision side, this is one when we first signed you up that I walked through, but I'll kind of just walk through it a little bit again. Really low comprehensive, takes premium out of the glass coverage that you have. You offset that with a higher collision deductible. Collision's this, that, very specific. You collide with a vehicle, $1,000, kind of a bad day, but you pay that to the collision center before you pick your car up. Comprehensive, all the myriad of bad things that can happen to your cars, and we set that really low at $100. So somebody does key your car, or hail, theft, all these types, tree falls on it. These are comprehensive events. It's only $100. Kind of a no-brainer to get the car fixed. Okay, that's my philosophy. You can move those around if you like, but I like where we set you guys at originally. All right, so let's talk about another important topic. We touched on this a little bit last week. This is your LLC, which now we have as an additional insured on your homeowners. So then everything drives off of that. So as your base homeowners, we've got your LLC listed as an additional insured, which means now anything endorsed over to the rental property, which is owned by the LLC, that's covered. So it's covered under the liabilities from your homeowners that carries over, and the umbrella. So right now you got $3.5 million endorsed over that rental property, and the policy knows that that rental property is under Herring Realty LLC. Okay, so we got that taken care of. That's already been added and sent through. Okay, that didn't cost you another dime, frankly. Okay, and then the last three things are, which are good, personal injury, sewer and drain, identity fraud. Okay, Personal injury, probably the more important. Eh, but probably the more important. Because you guys are always on social media and stuff like that, you know, um, and this can be anything that somebody deems that you have done something to personally injure them, not bodily injury, but personally injure them. Could be defamation. Could be a myriad of things. It's a good thing to have. Think this is about $4 a year on your policy, and personal injury falls under the umbrella. So that's the good piece of it. Okay. So if somebody were to just decide, hey, I lost business or I lost credibility or you hurt me personally by saying certain things, doing certain things, that's where personal injury comes into play. So you would be covered for that. Sewer and drain, it's specific to the event of a sewer backup where glugs, frankly, shit up into your basement. So that's a good thing to add. Um, and then the final one is identity fraud. It's not identity monitoring system like a LifeLock, but it does have dollars and cents, in this case up to $15,000 if you were defrauded in some way. Most of these are covered through credit card companies and things of that nature, but not a bad thing to have. I think that's around $10 a year. The bigger piece in this would be the sewer and drain. That's like $85 a year. So all told, like $100 a year. We can add all three of these into the policy, and like I said, like $100 a year. But you get all three: the personal injury, sewer and drain, or identity fraud. You don't have to have them all. You can mix and match. I would definitely do personal injury. I would do sewer and drain. Identity fraud, we do add it from time to time. Again, it's not a monitoring system. It's just if you were out dollars and cents because you were defrauded in some way, we can make a claim against your homeowners. Okay, kind of roll through that fast. You get the picture. These are easy things to do. Let me know. Sorry it took so long, but I wanted to do the due diligence, particularly on the business use, because we get a lot of noise out there with regard to what's covered and what's not covered. And I think clearly at the end of the day, marking it as business use, which also allows pleasure use in there, it just adds a little bit more to the premium. So there we go, guys. Sorry, no kittens. Sorry, no mittens. But let me know what you want to do. Always good to talk with you guys. Gail and Andy Herring, ladies and gentlemen. We love having them on the show again. So anything I can do for you, please let me know. Thanks, guys. Talk soon. Bye.